Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well and find yourself in great spirits. Last weekend, I walked along Franklin Boulevard and took picture of the Cultura artwork to share with you guys. This is the artwork that I see in my community when I go buy meat at the carniceria or tamales from the street vendors. This is the art in my neighborhood, where I shop and my drive my kids to school and live. So I hope you like it. I'll try to talk as little as possible, except to explain the transitions of where the different artwork is at. I hope you enjoy it. The translation of that mural says, "We find ourselves face to face with the echoes of our memories," and then it proceeds to just share snapshots of Raza culture. Okay, so you notice this painting looks a little different than the other ones. This is part of a different set of paintings that was commissioned along the boulevard. Because of how I had to do the PowerPoint, I didn't capture the painters' names, which I regret. There is the airport near us. It's a municipal airport, and so a lot of the advocates take issues with it because we deal with the emissions of wealthier folks' private planes. And I think that's what's being captured here. This is Franklin Boulevard, closer to 12th Avenue. This is a well known little hamburger spot. Um, I think this little structure is gone. I don't remember seeing it, but it's been a fixture along this, predominantly Latino Raza neighborhood for as long as I can remember. Across the street from here is a well-known restaurant, El Novillero, and next door to that was an infamous bar called El Matador. This is another establishment on Franklin Boulevard, Muffler Man. It's a lot of the homies go there to get their car done. If there's a cruise on Franklin, people that know George will try to get a spot there, and it was just a spot where people could go during the day and catch up with other people. If you hung out there for a little while, you would see people that maybe you haven't seen in a while. It's um it's a well-known business on Franklin Boulevard. And that's what these pictures were capturing, was the different businesses and scenery along the boulevard. These were more specific to the infrastructure of the community than the ethnic makeup. The next set of pictures is a was commissioned for an art project larger than life, Franklin Shimmers, and it was intended to celebrate the history of Franklin Boulevard and South Sacramento. Let me show you these now. The top says Pachuco, and on the bottom it says a historical of the Raza, but I didn't get the whole thing. This one is painted at the carniceria, and I think it was part of a different set of pictures that were commissioned. And that this one is specifically promoting, having faith in God. This one is in the parking lot of a strip mall. The best tenant being the carniceria there. I get along with them. I talk really often with them. We're way cool. So I know they're from Michoacan. And if you guys didn't know, the monarch butterflies start their migration in Michoacan and then fly all the way north. I think all the way to Canada. Here locally, there's a place called Natural Bridges near Santa Cruz where I would go see them. And so this is, I think, celebrating, not only our cultura, but the Michoacanes of the folks who have the businesses in that strip mall. This one is on the wall of a business called Tortas Chilangas. And Chilanga used to be a derogatory name for people from Mexico City. It used to be called El DF. It's not called El DF anymore. It's called Mexico City. And so here they're celebrating the culture of Mexico City on their sandwich store. A torta is a Mexican sandwich. And so, where the other parking lot was celebrating Michoacan with the monarch butterfly, this is celebrating a different part of Mexico that focuses on the cuisine they're offering. There's a picture of the torta, and I feel bad because right up here was actually a really nice painting of the university there in Mexico City. This is next door to the torta place on the liquor store called Chimas. And that's where we would always go get our beers because they had the coldest beers. You knew they had really cold beers. Like a little baby right here. I like this one because of the details in it. It's on the side of the liquor store. The usual no trespassing or loitering signs they have on all the liquor stores at the hood to discourage people from kicking it. And it's got some pretty good little detail in this. I really like this. The paintings on the store and Oxalato. Those are indigenous to the canals of Mexico City. They're endangered. Um, and they were recently featured on the 50 peso mark from Mexico. I bought a few as collectors because I thought they were pretty. And it was actually named the most beautiful banknote in the world, I think 2 years running, and has some collector value now. The calendar, since it's on the liquor store, when I see it, I know what time it is. It's time for a cold beer. There it is again. The axolotl is actually in the water of this picture, of this painting. Like more attention to detail, a cute little dog, and then a little bit of lesson, the eras and times that the people were there with the artists. R. Herrera being here in 2016, Olmecs, Maya, Mexica, and then Toltecs, and so it kind of has a little bit of history for the people who want to look a little deeper at the painting. This is in the strip mall of where the monarch butterfly and the ballet folklorico woman painting was at. I included it because someone took time, someone cared to do it. It's not as maybe colorful or supported as the other ones were, but I thought it was Raza expressing themselves, and there was a few in that parking lot as well, that were just celebrating the cultura. This is on the outside of the strip mall that had those last two paintings, and the one with the ballet folklorico, and the one celebrating going to church and having spirituality. So this is like at a major intersection, and when you see it, you're in the barrio and shit. On the back of this is the carniceria I go to. Over here was one of the murals. The other two are right here. And I still have some really more nice ones to get to that I think you guys will enjoy. So when you see this, you're in the barrio. You're in a Mexican community. So this is across the street, and a lot of times people with lowriders go there to take pictures with their cars there. This is often the site of gatherings that car clubs have to generate clothes for the homeless, to have fundraisers to help street vendors. And so this community is actually pretty active. This is where the buses leave to Tijuana from Sacramento. So a lot of people catch a bus from here to Tijuana and then fly to Guadalajara or other parts of Mexico. Um, this is where they launch from. So this is at a school that was shut down in the hood, and there was a lot of complaints from the community because now the Raza would have to walk farther to take their kids to school. It created an inconvenience. But a nonprofit took it over, and it's kind of become a hub for the community there. Um, this right here is a painting on the portables, and you can see the S, T, E, and M, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And that's where they hold classes to help little kids from the hood learn about these things and appreciate them. I know that when Governor Newsom was elected governor, his wife, the first lady of California, this was the place she went to like the day after he was elected to show their support for the Raza. And I think that the program they got there is called STEM Kids, or STEM Chicas, because it was mostly like young ladies taking these classes. I wish there was more little vatos doing it. But shout out to the people that are taking advantage of this in the community to, move into a professional field of science and technology, engineering, and math. Um, this nonprofit has been around for a long time under different directors. When I was very young and an at-risk youth, they helped me with job placement that has led to where I'm at today. Like the mini truck, that's pretty cool with the bed dancing. Um, but I also like, because the Mayans were known as academics, that this is all being tied together. And then last but certainly not least, what is the hood without a bunch of tire shops? This right here will remind you when you get your taxes, come get some new tires for us and look flashy. Anyways, I hope you guys like this. Much love. I'll try to do more like these that capture different scenes. Maybe the taco stands at night, across different parts of the city. Just different expressions of life in the hood, and in the barrio. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Much love.